IntellectualRadio-Podcast. Feed your brain. Feed your brain.
Hello, everybody. You have now tuned in to Diva Talk, and I am your host, Angel. And before we get started today, I want to give a special shout out to one of my producers. It's his birthday. So happy birthday, Earl. Say thank you. So today's topic is a subject that I want to touch matters on. Which y'all know I always have some type of revelation of something, but I want to speak on mother and daughter relationships, the new school versus the old school. And y'all know with each generation, it seems like the relationships between mothers and daughters are deteriorating at a high rate every generation. So it's a big difference from new school relationships and old school relationships. And I think more of today, in today's society, mothers are allowing themselves to be a little more loose and open with their kids. They allow themselves to be more of their children's friend than anything. But we're going to speak on that. If you would like to chime in or call in, give your testimony, if you've been through, any chaos with your parent, or if you want to call in and give encouragement to people who's going through the things, or just give your opinion on the situation, the phone number is 708-223-8953. Call in at any moment. Also can comment on live for my live viewers. You can comment and I'll respond to your comments if you don't want to call in. But I'm going to just begin this. Giving birth to a child. I feel as if you first have to be a mother at heart. Because it's a lot of women out here who have motherly traits and characteristics and do not have children. They are mothers at heart. So giving birth to a child only legally signifies that you're a mother. But you must be a mother at heart. Having a child should change you in some type of form or fashion. Nowadays, you have women, young females out here, older women. I'm not going to put an age on it, but you have women out here that have multiple children, multiple daughters, 1, 2, 3. It don't matter the number, and they still act the same. Like, I feel that a child should naturally transform you. You should want to put up some type of barrier. You should want to protect your child. And it's not all about physical protection. You should want to protect your child from things that you've been through or experiences that you came across and you barely made it out of it. But a lot of women nowadays, they get to a point where they let their kids see too much. And they think protecting a child is all about if my baby get into a fight or if somebody says something to my child, I'm just going towards them. Or my child is in high school now, and if my child get into a fight, I'm up there fighting with my. That's not about protecting your child, because those parents that think like that, most of their children are the ones behind closed doors being molested, being raped, going through depression, because they nurturing the child in the wrong way. So we're going to get into what is a mother. What is a mother? Mother is not about how many outfits you buy your kids. It's not about how many outfits you buy your kids in. In today's society, if you dress your child in designer and post it up, you think you deserve the Mother of the Year award. Or if you buy your child shoes and clothes and hair and all of this, you deserve the Mother of the Year award. But I see a lot of women, and this is no shade to anyone. I see a lot of women that every day you're out. Some women I didn't know were mothers. I did not know they were mothers until Mother's Day. Of course, this generation celebrate everything. You know what I'm saying? They celebrate it. But most of y'all really don't have no reason to celebrate. Now your child is what, 12, 13? I'm going to start from 11. I'm not going to even go that high. Your child is out here with weave. And this is me as a hairstylist. Let me put a pause. As a hairstylist, it ain't about the money to me. You bring your child to me. I have someone to bring a 2-year-old to me that wanted some type of kinky twist or something. I turned it down. I think the baby was 1. The baby was still in a bottle, some type of milk formula. You know, I turned it down. It ain't about the money. I have people coming to me for their little 12-year-olds. They want long sew-ins. I turn it down. These kids are growing up too fast, extremely too fast. And what we do, as I'm going to say we, because back in the days, old school, we speaking old school. Let's talk about old school now. They said it takes a village to raise a child. This new school, you can't even say anything to someone's child without them, the kids. And these are the kids, the young girls, the preteens, rolling their eyes and smacking their lips and talking back because they have no respect. They have no type of respect. But back in the days, people would literally whoop your tail and send you about your way because they had the permission from your parents to do that. Also, I feel I'm going to take things on another matter. How could a village raise a child when the entire village is broken and going through things themselves and going through issues themselves that they have yet to heal from or yet to reveal or even come to terms with? But me personally, I feel being a mother comes from the heart. It starts in your heart. My grandmother, y'all may not understand this until I explain it. My grandmother had no kids. She had 0 children that she birthed. But by her being a mother at heart, she took in kids and she raised them right. And it's a lot of people out here, just because a person don't have a child, they automatically say things as if you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know how to be a mother until you have a child. That's not true. That's not true. It starts from the heart. And even so, a lot of mothers out here, as far as physical protection, they're not protecting their child mentally. They're not protecting their child emotionally. They're not teaching their child the correct way to use their emotions. For instance, it's a lot of, you know, I'm 33 years old, so I'm gonna speak from my generation, from what I know. It's a lot of women out here that have this mentality of forget this man, or don't show your emotions. If a man hurt you, charge it to the game or sweep it under the rug. Don't show no emotions because that make you look weak. And that's not the truth. Because even so, I'm a Bible reader. And I read the word, trust me. And it's good. Y'all should try it. Y'all really should try it. But even in the Bible, in Jeremiah, God tells women, he speaks to women, and he say, teach your daughters how to wail. Teach your daughters how to wail. Be an example to your child. Wailing is crying, showing emotion, grieving. Teach your daughter to grieve. Don't teach your daughter to sweep situations under the rug. And the only reason why a lot of women are installing that into their daughters is because that's what they did. It's a lot of broken, and like I was saying before my live ended, yeah, I was on live. My live cut off. I said it says it takes a village to raise a child. But how could a village raise a child when the majority of the village is broken? It's a lot of mothers out here that need healing too. A lot of mothers swept things under the rug. A lot of mothers did that. And I know that personally. And it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You can beat your child all day. You can tell your daughter things. And this is what I experienced. I was somewhere and a mother and daughter had an altercation. And it wasn't about what the mother was saying, because she was saying the right things, but she was delivering it in the wrong way. And now you delivering this to your daughter as if she's a female from the street. Disrespecting your child. It's a such thing as disrespecting your child. And then parents get mad when that child disrespects them. You planted the seed, and now it manifested to be everything that you watered it to be after you planted it, and now you feel some type of way about it. But I looked at that, and me personally, I have been there. The disrespect, and I'm just being real. I'm very transparent. The disrespect and all of that, but that's what was planted in me. That's what was planted in me. And that's what I dished out. And it was until I became mature enough to realize what I was doing and wanted to change. Not everybody will come to that mindset of waking up. It's a lot of people out here walking blind. The blind leading the blind. Most of these mothers are blind. Their friends are blind. Teach your daughters. Don't come to your child, B, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, you gonna be this, you gonna be that. A lot of women in my life growing up, a lot of women, like I say, I'm transparent. Take it or leave it. I never experienced or seen a healthy relationship growing up. I never experienced a positive role model in a woman. I never did. Everything I seen was, I'm talking about from the head on down. My grandmother, my grandfather, may he rest in peace. And like I said, for my listening audience, my Facebook viewers, I'm real open about things. I don't mind putting it out there because it's over and done. I'm over it. It's the past. The past is just what it is. A testimony that should be told. It may help somebody. But I experienced my grandmother, although she had a beautiful heart. She had a beautiful heart. Didn't step out and do anything. Was very submissive. but I experienced my grandfather treating her a certain way that I knew she didn't deserve to be treated. Cheating, doing all of that, and she stayed with it. So now that installed in me. Just to have somebody, maybe you should stick around through this. Maybe you should stick around through that. Then it goes on down. Seeing the women that I look up to staying in abusive relationships, getting beat. I'm talking about beat, broken bones, all of that. They still was there. Because most of the men they dealt with had money. That was also installed in me too. If you're going to be out here doing this, you better not be doing it for free. Oh, don't do it for free? Okay. It's not what you say now. Parents, most of these parents mean good. They mean good. Bless their hearts. But it's the way that you deliver things to your daughter. I don't ever want my child. I pray to God every day. Every day when he do bless me with a child, make sure I'm whole. Make sure I don't have any loose ends that may rub off on my child. Now I'm sitting here with a reflection of me, and I'm trying to rebuke the same thing that I created. But like I said, in that scripture, God tells the women, teach your daughters how to wail. Teach your daughters how to grieve. Teach your daughters that it's okay to feel emotions. It's okay to go through things. You don't got to be strong all the time. You being exactly what God created you to be, an emotional being. Men don't have that many emotions because God gave it all to you. How many women out here experience their daughter's first heartbreak? What did you do to console her? Don't worry, I'll wait. What did you do to console her? When you found out your daughter lost her virginity, did you even have a conversation with her about sex before any of this took place? About boys, about love, about heartbreak, or any of that? Most of the women have not. They haven't. Because they still lost about it. And we can't go to the generations above our mothers because most of them are deceased. Most of our grandmothers and grandfathers, well, I'm not going to speak on grandfathers. Most of our grandmothers are deceased. Most, the majority. So what I said I was going to do, because for some reason, I'm not going to say for some reason, for this reason, God took me through a lot of stuff in my life, and I went through it alone. It's females out here that have been molested, and they scared to tell their mothers because you don't give off that nurturing feeling. You don't give that off. If a young woman comes to her mother, she's supposed to feel some type of security for one, some type of comfort, and be able to release those things off of her, knowing that you gonna fill her back up and strengthen her. It's mothers out here that don't have strength for themselves. And I see it every day. It don't matter what you buy your daughter. It don't matter. You can be in the same house with your child. You can be in the same house with your child and your child will still feel alone. Just because your physical body is there does not mean you created a safe atmosphere for your child. And I don't have no kids, but I have common sense. I have wisdom in a lot of areas from where things went wrong in my life regarding that situation. But I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. And you will see, if you look on Facebook, ain't no way no child that's 13 years old, 12 years old, 11 years old. No. You on Facebook doing what? When we as women and adults know how many predators, I'm going to call them predators. Know how many people I had to block from calling me through Messenger? I'm talking about block. I don't know these men from a can of paint. You supposed to secure your child. That's what I mean by protecting. Protect your child. It's cool your baby out here 8 years old twerking. What? Where do they do that at? When did that become okay? Your child is 11 and 12 years old drinking. And the fact of the matter, they ain't afraid of getting caught. But guess what? What women do, we talk about men. We talk about men not being a father, just a sperm donor, in y'all words. But what are y'all? An egg donor? Because y'all really not. You can tell when kids are being raised right. And Talina, I'm going to use you for example because I love your kids. They are respectful. They made me feel a little old, but I had to realize how old I was. They address me as Miss Angel. They don't address me as anything but that. They never had a disrespectful conversation around me. You can tell what woman poured into their kids. You can tell. And you can tell what woman is allowing whatever around them to raise their kids. A lot of y'all be around here so caught up into men, into parties, into the fashion, into people's business. Oh, but if I go grab my daughter right here and get her hair done, that'll show her that I love her. Or if I go take her to get a little outfit, that'll show her that I love her. But your baby is depressed. Most of y'all do not know that your kids are depressed. Do you know how many young ladies be in my inbox? All because I take time out to talk to them, to actually talk to them. But they have a mother that would jump under somebody else's post to give encouragement, but skip past their kids' post. But we ain't talking about that, right? Your child is depressed. Why you in this person's business? Focus on your baby. We ain't talking about that, right? Nobody is speaking on it. Nobody. But I do. I really do. I really, truly do. Hope that a lot of women, and me personally, I started this women's group. You absolutely right. Selena said many of these young women feel and says, my mama don't care. All she worry about is the things that I named. It's a lot of young ladies out here that feel that way. So why bother to even talk to my parent if I feel my parent don't care anyway? But you get upset when she pops up pregnant, or you get upset when she pops up dating these older men who scooped her up because all he did was pretend to care. It's so many young ladies out here, and that even goes to being promiscuous. Some of these ladies are not what y'all think they are, which I'ma said, no profanity, but y'all know what I'm saying. WHO, you know what I'm saying. They are not that. They looking for something. Whether it's love, whether it's somebody to care about them, whether it's somebody. Some of these ladies just falling for the pretend care that people are dishing out. It's in their spirit to be right. It's in their spirit to, you know, go into situations and come into situations the right way. But they are attracting the wrong situations. And another thing that I never understood, it's a lot back to the beginning. Women, being a mother is here, not in your pocket, right? I never understood women that talk about other women who can't conceive, who can't get pregnant, who can't have kids. That also shows what type of mother you are. If being a mother is in your heart, you wouldn't be able to fix your mouth to talk about a female not being able to have a child, because you will know what type of feeling that you can only imagine what she's going through. But the whole time, she's a mother in her heart, a better mother than you are, who actually gave birth to children. And for those that missed it, like I told y'all, my grandmother had no children at all. And that's the only woman I would ever give that title to, my grandmother. She had my mother from the time she came out the womb. She took her in because she had a heart of a mother. She nurtured, she cared, she took care of her the way that she was supposed to. Some of y'all tonight, and speaking on my women's group, I started a women's group, I think it was 3 years ago, but I had so much going on that I could not go through with it. I had the vision, I knew the purpose of the group and everything, but I could not go through with it because I had some healing I needed to, you know, get done within myself. And I'm starting that group back up. And I was going to leave it alone and let it be. Selena says, sadly to say, when our daughters see us behaving in such manners, out here looking for love to fill voids, we're teaching them what to do when they're in our predicament. Nevertheless, the mother gets upset when her daughter acts a certain way when she only got it from the mother. Exactly. Exactly. I was about to speak on that. Exactly. She got it from you. That goes with you trying to rebuke what you created. You created this thing. How could you how could you do it? How could you tell someone, and that's why I say you have to protect your child. Not a physical protection. You have to protect your child. It's certain things about yourself that your child shouldn't see. Growing up, unless you was just hard-headed and sneaking out the room and things like that, your parents will put you in a room if they have company, if they having a party, even if they friends there and they having a conversation, they will put you in a room. These parents today will talk to their daughter about any and everything. The grandmothers will too. And you wondering why this child is acting this way and trying these different things. You have to practice what you preach. Is no other way. And I stand on it. And it took for my cousin to tell me, and this had nothing to do with being a mother or anything. You post a lot of good stuff, but it's about time that you start living by what you post. And that's what changed me. But we sit here and we give people the benefit of the doubt. No, practice what you preach. What you saying to me and what I shouldn't do, you shouldn't show me that you do it either. Even if you do it, protect your child. Protect your child. What enters into their eye gates, what enter into their ear gates will eventually manifest. If that's all they're around, what else is it gonna be? I can't name one woman that I was around that showed me different. Not one. Growing up, I can't name one woman that I was around that showed me different. Every woman played a part in everything that I did. Literally, everything that I did. Every choice that I made, everything that I was attracted to. I got it from somewhere. It just didn't, happen overnight. I wasn't just born into it. I got it from somewhere. Stop looking at your kids as if they are. Then you do know this. I wasn't going to touch on this, but you have a lot of mothers that's jealous of their kids, of their daughters as well. A lot of them. You have a lot of them. Trust me. Maybe your baby grew up to blossom and look better or carry herself better or the life that you plan for yourself, she is manifesting in it. But you created her. You should be proud that she did it. Even if you didn't do it. You should be proud that your daughter is beautiful. You should be proud that your daughter is doing things that you didn't do. That's the purpose of it, right? You want your child to be better than you are or than you were. No, I said it right. You want your child to be better than you are and better than how you was. But we have a lot of mothers out here that's jealous of their kids. Then you want to live through your kids. Raising your child. Like I said, I pray every night. First and foremost, I don't want to be nobody's baby mother. I made up my mind about that a long time ago. If God chose me from my mother's womb, everything about me is anointed already, even my womb. So my child coming this world, it probably go through things 10 times worse than me because the anointing probably be higher than mine. You never know. I don't want my child to come in this world with no father. Exactly, Talina, because they actually turned out the way the mother thought she would. Exactly, you have a lot of that. I don't want my child to experience what I experienced growing up. No father, no healthy household. I don't want to experience any of that. I want to be set. I don't want my child to experience sleeping in a shelter or getting put out or being homeless or depending on this and depending on that. No, my mind is different. When I say I want my child to be better, that's on all areas. In all areas. My child have to be born into a healthy marriage. My marriage already got to be solid before I even consider having a child. A lot of y'all parents out here, it's just really a domino effect to me. You did it now. Your child did it now. Their child gonna do it. When somebody gonna break that generational curse? When somebody gonna say, it's time out for this. Somebody gotta do better. I'm not raising my daughter to her biggest accomplishments is an apartment and a car. No. No, no, no. That's why I'm building things that's gonna last throughout the generation. Oh, she gonna work hard. She gonna know what it's like to work hard, but she ain't gonna settle. And y'all do know it's a lot of mothers out here that I'm talking about lift their kids up. Go get on low income. No, no. And anytime somebody tell me to get on low income, no, that's just not what I want to do. Not knocking low income or any of that. I don't want my child depending on any of that. None of it. Anthony. But I'm taking calls. Y'all can just call in and talk to me. Whatever y'all want to do. Because I really came to my closing of this. Get your daughters, get your kids, get your babies. They still your babies. No matter what's the age, they still came from you. Talk to them. Figure out what it is that's wrong because it's something that's wrong. I'm not going to be the one to tell you, but it's something wrong. It's something that they need from you. Tell them your stories that you've been through. It took for my mother. One day I got out of church. One night, anybody went to Powerhouse, y'all know we make it home. Man, pitch black in the middle of the night. But one day I got home from a service and it was so high. And I was just, all I was at church, I was wondering, I was like, it's something that my mama is not telling me. It's something I need to know the root of this thing so I can know what to pray against and what to break because the cycle ends right here. It ends right here. So I'm praying about it while I was at church. I made it home at like 1:00 in the morning from church. I can't wait to church open back up, but I made it home at like 1:00 in the morning and I didn't go in my apartment because my mom stayed right upstairs. And I went upstairs and she was asleep in her front room. And as soon as I walked in her door, she woke up and just started talking and told me so much. Everything that she been through, everything that happened to her, the reason why she act this way, the reason why she act that way. She only know how to give in this manner. She told me so much and I got a better understanding of things. So I also knew where I can help my mother at. Most of y'all daughters grown now. This can be a I pour into you, you pour into me type of thing. But I prefer you to catch them while they young. Sit down and have time. Cut everything out. Social media, your phone, the boys, the men, whatever, the women. Cut it out. Build some type of solid bond and relationship with your child. Figure out what it is that y'all need to work on together. Because mothers, y'all need healing too. That women's group is on its way. Trust and believe it's on its way. Divine Divas. And it's for these type of matters right here. I'm going to send out invites. I'm trying to find somewhere we can have meetings twice a month. But it's a lot of women out here that need to be healed. So these relationships can get a little stronger. These kids can turn out a little better with more respect. It won't be so much chaos. But the group is coming soon. Just let me know if you want to be a part. We have, oh my God, I just got stuck. We have consensual forms to sign. So it's gonna be that kind. Ain't no telling what confidential forms. I mean confidentiality forms. So it won't be no open thing. It's gonna be very private and discreet and only for us. And in due time, it will expand. I'm gonna speak that. It will expand, but we working on our little circle here right now. But I really hope this helps somebody. Even to hear my testimony. I got a lot of Facebook comments. Y'all know y'all could have called in and talked to me. But maybe next time. But that's my show. Thank you all for tuning in. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Diva Talk on Intellectual Radio. And I will come back with something hot. Not going to say too juicy because I don't be knowing the people business like that. But I'll be back next week and I'm going to try to bring something for your soul, for your mind. And until next time, this is Diva Talk on Intellectual Radio.